Hey guys, it's Mike from ATS Photography. Sorry. I just wanted to take a minute to explain to you guys the importance to the photos that I've been taking this week at the Erie Canal in Camillus. So, me and Will, as if you guys are paying attention, know him as Powhatan Mills, went to the canal to, of course, shoot photos, but it wasn't a normal photo session, as you will. I went there kind of on a mission, and the mission involved kind of trying to pay my respects towards an individual that was very, very important to me when I was growing up in my teenage years. And last year, about this time, he passed away. And the reason why the canal is kind of important is because at the Erie Canal, the town of Camillus, because of his passing and because of the great man that he was for a lot of different people and a lot of kids growing up, they built a bench with a plaque for, in his name. And I felt that to be with him around this time, because it is basically his anniversary of his death, I wanted to be in his presence in some way, right? So me and Will, we spent a couple hours at the canal taking photos, and so basically to explain the person that he was, because I feel like it's important for me to do this. Dave was a man of the people. That's corny, but whatever. Dave was a guy that had his own mission in life with his wife, and what they ended up doing was, how I like to explain who they were, as I like starting out like this, so you guys could get like kind of a mental image, but it wasn't as corny, but whatever. These two were basically hippies, to basically sum it up, and they had a mission to help people in life, and what they did was they got involved with kids, and there was a recreational center in the village of Camillus called the Townshop, and what the Townshop was a rec center, and it wasn't a normal rec center. I think it's much more than that. Dave and Cheryl took the time to meet many, many kids and to help very many, many kids for many, many years. And I think they both changed a lot of lives. And if you were to ask anybody I knew that went there, and that the people I grew up with that went there, they would say pretty much the same thing, is Dave really was probably one of the most giving, most humble people you will ever meet. And I'm not going to say it's non-existent, but it's kind of a rare thing in life to be the person that Dave is, or was, I should say. Now, you guys have gotten to know me a little bit through my photography, and of course you don't know all the details, but to basically get to the point, when I was growing up, I had a very, very difficult life, being a teenager, and between school and my family life, it was just chaotic, right? And Dave and Cheryl as well gave me an opportunity to be myself, where I didn't know how to be. You know, I didn't know how to be what everybody wanted me to be. It was just very, very hard. You know, I'm not going to get into details. My life is an open book, but for the page, I'm not going to go there because it's just, you know. So needless to say, Townshop was a place that accepted people, that took anybody in. It didn't matter who you were, you know. But for the most part, the general population of kids that went there were outcasts of Camillus, or even Solvay, or Marcellus, you know, just local towns within the vicinity of the village of Camillus. And when we went there, we felt like we could be ourselves. We can, you know, go above and beyond the status quo of what the world wanted you to be, you know what I mean? And in some cases, it was ahead of its time. Very accepting of sexuality and race and poor, rich, you know, the whole 9 yards, where kids couldn't necessarily mingle with one another in just the setting of school, you know what I mean? So, wow, I think that was probably the best take. This is like the 5th time I've tried to do this video, but so when you went there and spent time at the Townshop, you felt like you had it all. At least I did. I went there for probably 4 years. Volunteered a little bit. I mean, for a person like me, that whole volunteer thing, I mean, they brought it out of me. They made me a better person in the world that I had that was just absolutely fucking crazy. And to kind of sum it up, because we're going on almost 10 minutes, but Dave is probably one of the cornerstones as to why I like photography so much. He was a person that loved to capture the moment, particularly with people and places that he went, you know. He was really good at capturing expression and how people were and just the activities that they were doing. He was behind the lens, and I think it was much more than just photography. I think it was Dave, through the years, I believe he was doing it for 40 years, I don't know, something around that time. Countless scrapbooks of photos that he took of just people that went to the Townshop, and it's his recorded history. It's almost like his recorded legacy to show the person that he was and the impact he made on many people's lives and many people's hearts. And, you know, if you talk to anybody about Dave, they probably do a better job than me at it. But that guy and his wife got me through some miserable times in my life, and I could never repay that, you know. Yeah, so Dave, if you see this, if you're watching this, I just want you to know I love you, man. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people miss you right now. So to kind of end this video, thank you guys for letting me share this, and thanks for the support and the love. You guys do give me some purpose, and you know, I feel like I'm a lucky guy to have what I had as a kid, to be able to express that. You know, Dave kind of helped me as a kid to kind of just stop in the moment and just kind of like grab it. I'm not good at it, but needless to say, he is one of the reasons why I try myself to capture moments, because I think that's all we have in life. And I think it's the little things that like make us go every day, you know what I mean? The purpose and the passion, you know. So to end this, thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the Sunday. Happy Easter, you know. Be with your families, all right? Peace.